Broadband deployment in 2022 sets new records for accessibility. The FCC continues to hear calls for extending the challenge period for their broadband availability maps. YouTube TV looks to cash in on an $8 billion investment in the NFL, and a slow start for Netflix Basic with ads. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. The chorus of calls for the FCC to extend the broadband map challenge deadline continues to grow louder. Now, a bipartisan leadership group of the Senate Commerce Committee has formally requested that stakeholders have additional time to challenge the accuracy of the Federal Communications Commission's new broadband availability map due to what they referred to as, quote, significant flaws in the draft map. The letter requesting a challenge extension of no less than 60 days was delivered to FCC Chair Jessica Rosenworcel and NTIA Chief Alan Davidson. It was authored by more than a dozen senators, led by Commerce Committee Chair Maria Cantwell, Democrat from Washington, and Ranking Member Roger Wicker, Republican of Mississippi. Previously, the FCC was charged by Congress to come up with better maps that the NTIA is supposed to use to distribute tens of billions of dollars for universal broadband. The senators cited numerous examples of huge disparities in the FCC data. 2022 was a good year for fiber broadband deployments. A study from the Fiber Broadband Association showing that an additional 7.9 million homes were passed, bringing the number of U.S. households able to get fiber broadband services up to 68 million. That marks the highest annual deployment in history, even in light of labor shortages and supply chain challenges. Fiber build-out continues in Canada as well, with nearly 66% of homes passed there. Broadband deployment expected to grow even faster over the next 5 years due to federal funding programs such as Reconnect, RDOF, and BEAD. Well, the new home for NFL Sunday Ticket, Google's YouTube TV, could help the NFL reach many more consumers and make it a bit easier for fans to subscribe to the out-of-market package. A recent survey by the National Research Group showed that 71% of NFL fans say they'd consider adding a subscription in order to watch out-of-market Sunday Ticket games. 19% indicated they would subscribe regardless of the content. 60% of fans under 35 already streaming one game per week. Another survey of NFL fans by The Streamable showed 35% saying that YouTube was their preferred destination for NFL Sunday Ticket, more than twice as many that preferred Apple TV+. YouTube, already with the largest share of TV viewing among streamers, reportedly paying $2 billion a year over 7 years for the package. The new Netflix ad-supported tier off to a slow start. Research from subscription analytics firm Antenna show that Netflix Basic with ads accounted for only 9% of new sign-ups last month, and only 0.1% of Netflix subscribers in the U.S. switched to the ad-supported tier. Service was launched November 3rd. By comparison, HBO Max with ads accounted for 15% of new U.S. sign-ups in its launch month. Now makes up 21% of all HBO Max subscribers. Streaming service ESPN Plus saw increases in subscribers during 2022, up to a total of 24.3 million. That's up 42% year over year, while ESPN marked the 31st year in a row as the number one cable network for men 18 to 34 and men 18 to 49. Overall, ESPN audiences on TV were up 8%. Audiences for NFL coverage were up, with viewership of Monday Night Football at 13.4 million per game. That's the highest since 2013. College football viewership up 22%. That's the best mark in that category since 2016. The ESPN app continued to rank as the most popular sports app in the U.S., hitting a record 29.5 million unique visitors in September. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Happy New Year, everyone.